Well, plenty of news as of late to talk about when it comes to Lakeland College. Joining me today to discuss a little bit from the sports perspective is Athletic Director Al Rogan. Al, thanks for taking this time. Always a pleasure. Now, some big news coming from Rustlers Athletics. The women's hockey team will be joining the ACAC for this upcoming season. Now, Al, obviously, very exciting time for yourself. What was your initial reaction, but then also the reaction from coaches and players?
Yeah, so the initial reaction was like we kind of knew this was coming. It was sort of the world's worst kept secret, but we had a really good on-site interview with the committee back in February, and so we heard all good things from the interview panel when they came on site. So we were fairly confident that we were going to get accepted, but we had to wait to the AGM for the whole council approval. So really excited. It's sort of like holding your breath, waiting for the official word is what kind of it was. But, excited. I know our student athletes, I haven't had a chance to talk to many of them. They've all sort of headed home for the summer, but I'm pretty sure they're excited to be playing post-secondary hockey come this fall. So it's going to be, it's big for the college. It's big for the community. It's just a lot of hard work gone into by a lot of great people in our community that's paying off, which is just fantastic.
And like you just touched on, it's been a long process. The college and yourself had to meet certain criteria put out by the ACAC. You mind just going through and touching on, what some of that criteria was?
So, basically we had to have a facility and access to a good facility. And, with our relationship with the city of Lloydminster, we've been able to work it out so that we have access to the Russ Robertson Arena, which has just been fantastic this past year. Things like we have to make sure we've got academic supports in place for our student athletes, which we do for all of our other student athlete programs. Once again, they're looking to see if the program's sustainable, not just for a couple of years, but over the long term. So we were able to prove that as well. Quality coaches, ability to recruit student athletes to Lakeland. We definitely showed that in spades. And just community support, which, if it came to any of our games this past year, especially in the playoffs, boy, we were rocking the Russ is what the term was. So it was just such a great atmosphere, and everything that we needed to show we did. So when they came back with, here's some things we needed to sort of adjust for the upcoming year, there really wasn't much. So it's, we're pretty happy. We just need to make sure that we're able to sustain the momentum we have moving forward. So.
And you bring up community. Al, it was about a year ago that there was discussions about, getting this team going. You knew that there was going to be community support, but could you ever have expected quite the support that the team got last season?
Wow, that's a great question. We always know that Lloydminster supports everything that, especially for youth in our community. And Lloyd's always been there for us at Lakeland. When we added hockey, we were pretty confident that we'd get support from the community. Once again, you think a year ago, things were tough. We're still in COVID. The economy wasn't the greatest. But boy, the community once again just shows that if there's a great initiative that people put forward, they're going to support it. And, once again, the community around Lloydminster came out in spades again and just showed that, they're behind this initiative. They want to supply an opportunity for some great young ladies to play some great hockey. It just amazes me how much support we have in our communities that Lakeland is, a part of. And it's just, once again, it just showed the huge support there is for especially the sport of hockey, but also athletics in general in Lloydminster.
Well, Al, if this next year is half as successful as last year was, then it will be a phenomenal season. Thank you very much for taking this time and joining me.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. We're really excited about this upcoming fall, and to add women's hockey to our offerings of athletic programs at Lakeland.